We serve a community of hardworking families. Our families are working families.
So a lot of our students live in homes where parents work late hours, either in agriculture or in our many different factories around here.
At the time that I came to Livingston, there were definitely some concerns of challenges that were happening in the community. You know, a lot of suspensions and detentions. I remember our graduation rate here at the middle school was, under 74%. And so we expected our kids to do this, but were we supporting them to get there?
One of the biggest struggles that I had was the awareness, like what are the requirements to graduate? So students were finding out too late that they needed 31 credits, that they needed 10 community service hours.
At the time, we did have a counselor. We had one counselor, Ms. Alma Lopez, and we shared her with all the elementary schools.
I knew it was a big job, right? I was going to be working in 4 school buildings, serving approximately 2,500 students, so I very much felt like I was putting a Band-Aid on it. Some of the ways that our students are impacted by being in a rural setting is that they're just limited to knowing the careers that are available in this community, right? And so they might have parents that are working out in the field, and so they think that's the job, right? Or they might have parents that are working at our local poultry plant, and so they think that that's the job. Our students don't really know about the millions of job opportunities that exist because they don't see them necessarily here, right?
With my oldest child was that he was very shy. He had low self-esteem. I wanted him to be more involved and, in school, and he was just not ready to, walk out of his comfort zone.
They're comfortable living in that little box, and it's safe. It really is, because they've been there all their life. To know that there's so much that they can do and be, and that they can reach their goals.
And so the beauty of a school counselor is that we are trained to be able to know about college and career opportunities, and we're trained to know about mental health and be able to triage and identify signs and symptoms to be able to refer kids to additional support providers that they might need. We look at the data and we say, okay, we have, 15 kids who are failing, a certain class, and could we provide a small group intervention for these students? Or we have a group of students that's going through the death of a loved one and going through that grieving process, and so we could provide that support on campus. At the time in California, the LCAP and the local control funding formula was being introduced, and so our district and our site leadership was meeting with different stakeholders, and they were talking about what are the services that kids need, what are the things that need to be happening, and from every stakeholder group, school counseling, right? Counseling, supporting our students' mental health and well-being was heard.
For the first time, we're given this type of autonomy to improve and increase services with dollars tied to it. And so at that time we said we're going to make the full investment.
So before, everything kind of was triaged through the administrator, and we really weren't accessible. But when there was now a school counselor in every building, then we were going into every classroom, introducing ourselves, telling the students, hey, we're someone that you can talk to, and you can talk to us about all these different things. We're here to support you. And because we go into their classroom and do counseling instruction, then they hear us and they see us first in their space, and so then they're comfortable with us. So then when an issue comes up, they can reach out to us. Their parents were coming in and asking for support. Teachers knew that they could refer students that they had concerns about for additional support.
With the counseling department and the SEL lessons that we've been introducing, students feel more ready to come to the classroom and learn. They're motivated. They have strategies to help them be successful.
And now, our graduation rate is at 95% or better, and we've been able to achieve that in the last few years.
He just looks so comfortable, so confident, with a smile on his face. And I have to say that I am thankful for the school counseling program, and I don't know that this would have happened if he wouldn't have experienced that. I'm gonna cry.
I don't think that my job is to fix a child. I don't believe that they're broken. I really genuinely believe that we're all on our journey to becoming that best version of ourselves, and I want to help my students get there. At the end of the day, these young people are going to be big people. They're going to become adults, and I want them to be good humans. I do believe that it's not only my job to help support them, but as a human, it's also my moral obligation to be someone in their life who can help them move forward in the way that they choose to move forward.
Kids, just like adults, have to feel like they're part of something good. Kids, just like adults, have to know that what is happening at home is going to be okay, but today I'm here to do a job, I'm here to learn. Kids, like adults, need to know that when they come to school, they're going to receive a full meal, they're going to be loved and respected, and they're going to be engaged in learning that makes them excited about their future. And I think the final thing, again, kids like adults, they need to know that there's hope, that it is okay to dream big. And I think that's key.